Hello. हेलो। आयुष आवाज आ रही है? हेलो।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So just we wait 1 minute and then we will start to the class. Okay. So what we have discussed in the previous class, some numerical problem, I think. Okay. Okay. So today we are going to discuss the transformer no load operation at the no load condition with the phasor diagram, and if you are able to complete, then we try to discuss also transformer operation on the load condition. Okay, so we just try to see what component consists in the no load condition and relation between the exciting current and magnetizing current and core loss component. Okay, and so just share the screen. Okay, so we already write the EMF induced equation in the previous class. Is it not, Ayush? Have you remember? Hello, Ayush? Have you remember?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is the equation for the EMF induced in the primary and secondary coil?
So NF phi
EMF phi. Okay.
in
4.44. Have you remember? 4.44.
yes, sir, 4.44 NF phi m.
Yeah.
N is the number of turns.
Number of turns and flux and frequency. Okay. So this is the systematic diagram we already shown in the previous class also for the no load operation. That means no load connected from the secondary side. Okay. Only we have to supply given to the primary side, and secondary side is your no load or open circuit. Okay. So what is the relation between the flux produced in the magnetic core and EMF induced in the winding as well as the supply voltage? Then we, if you remember that equation, then we are able to explain here the phasor diagram at the no load condition. Okay. So what will be happen if supply given to the primary side of the transformer and secondary side is open circuit?
So there will be no current in the secondary side.
There will be no current flow through the secondary terminals, but some power taken from the supply side. Okay, so that power is known as the no load power or core loss power. Okay, if we supply provided in the primary side, that means some power will be taken from the supply? Is not. That power is known as the core loss or no load power. Okay. So if supply given, that means EMF induced in the primary side. EMF induced in the primary side due to the flux linkage. Okay. So we already tried the previous in the previous class EMF induced equation. Okay. So in the final step, we can say that the exciting current. Okay. Exciting current or no load current. So exciting current and no load current consist of two components. I think it is better to you explain. One here. Okay. In no load condition, that means EMF induced in the primary coil. You can write here just that value. That means EMF induced that is E1 equal to 4.44 write on the instantaneous value. E1 equal to 4.44. Sorry, this is not your 4.44. 25F instantaneous voltage equation we just try to write here. So omega 25F into flux maximum, that means phi maximum phi n1 sin omega t, n1 sin omega t sin omega t minus pi by 2. Okay. Sin omega t minus pi by 2. Pi by 2. Okay. And what we have consider the supply instantaneous voltage value. How we can represent the supply instantaneous voltage value? Vm sin omega t. So instantaneous supply voltage, that is represented by small v1 equal to v maximum sin omega t. V maximum sin omega t omega t. So you may be observed from the EMF induced in the primary coil and relation between the flux phi. Okay, so since supply voltage is sinusoidal, so flux is also sinusoidal. Okay, so this EMF induced is lagging flux by 90 degree. These two equations, if you compare, then you will find the relation between the flux and EMF induced. Okay, so flux, suppose that if you taken as the along the x-axis, so we just try to draw here phasor diagram at the no load condition. Okay, at no load condition, EMF induced in the primary coil in instantaneous form is this 2 pi f n1 sin omega t minus pi by 2. Okay, and flux you can represent here as the same as the phi equal to pi maximum sin omega t. Okay, so if you consider phi along the x-axis, then phi EMF induced lag by flux by 90 degree. Okay, so it is observed from the phasor diagram of the no load transformer. So if we consider that the flux, magnetizing flux, that means along the x-axis, then EMF induced can be drawn that is lagging 90 degree from the flux. Okay, so EMF induced we have drawn along this component. Okay, and why flux is produced? Due to the magnetizing current drawn from the supply. Okay, so that magnetizing current we can so along the same axis of the flux phi, that means represented by I m, that means magnetizing current. So no load current consists of two components. One is your magnetizing current, another is your core loss component. Okay, and the resultant of that one represent the no load current. Okay, so this one is your magnetizing current, that is either you may be represented as Im. Okay, I suffix m, that means magnetizing current. Whatever the no load current drawn from the supply at the no load condition, that consists of two parts. One is your magnetizing current, another is your core loss component. Okay, so we can represent no load current is the nothing but the vector summation of the magnetizing current and the core loss component. Okay, so along the this side y axis, okay, the supply voltage taken as the 90 degree of this one from the flux axis, that is phi m. Okay, so along this side is your V1, and in the same phase axis of the core loss current down here, that means along the supply voltage. Okay, V1. So this is the phasor diagram at the no load condition of the transformer. During this period, only the EMF induced in the primary coil and flux produced in the magnetic core, so that the EMF induced in the primary as well as in the secondary, but no current supply given to the load because load is not connected. Okay, so whatever the current taken from this condition, only for the magnetizing component current and core loss component current. Okay, so have any problem in the phasor diagram at the no load condition? Anyone? Hello. Hello.
So, hello sir.
हाँ, yes, just a minute.
सर V1 और E1 ऑपोजिट फेज में क्यों है सर?
V1 एंड E1 अपोजिट फेज में क्यों? लास्ट टाइम ही हम लोग फर्स्ट क्लास में था जब डिस्कस कर रहे थे ईएमएफ इंड्यूस्ड इन दी प्राइमरी कॉइल।
यस सर।
ईएमएफ इंड्यूस्ड इक्वेशन क्या होता है? फैराडे लॉ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन।
सर V1 मेरा E1 के बराबर होना चाहिए ना सर, क्योंकि सर केवीएल से देखेंगे तो V1 इज इक्वल टू E1 होना चाहिए, क्योंकि सिंस बीच में कोई रेजिस्टर है नहीं तो अपोजिट फेज भी तो सेम होना चाहिए, तो अपोजिट फेज में क्यों दिया होगा?
ये ईएमएफ जो इंड्यूस्ड हो रहा है, ठीक है, ये कॉइल में ईएमएफ इंड्यूस्ड हो रहा है E1, ये इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन के इफेक्ट के कारण हो रहा है। तो लेंजेज लॉ क्या बोल रहा है? लेंजेज लॉ का स्टेटमेंट याद है? इफेक्ट इज ऑलवेज अपोज द काउज, इज नॉट? इफेक्ट इज ऑलवेज अपोज द काउज। तो इफेक्ट यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? ईएमएफ इंड्यूस्ड एंड काउज क्या था? सप्लाई वोल्टेज गिवन टू द कॉइल। ओके, so whenever we write here EMF induced equation E1 equal to minus n d phi by dt, लिखते हैं ना? इसी कारण यहाँ पे जो हो रहा है अकॉर्डिंग टू द लेंजेज लॉ EMF induced and supply voltage are in opposite direction। यदि सिस्टमैटिक डायग्राम भी देखें तो उसमें भी हम लोग क्या देते हैं कि EMF induced and supply voltage are in opposite direction। सो फेजर डायग्राम में भी यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या ऑब्जर्व कर पा रहे हैं कि EMF induced जो रहा है यहाँ पे, तो हम स्टेटमेंट भी इक्वेशन भी लिख दिए थे यहाँ पे। कहाँ देखो, जस्ट supply voltage is your Vm sin omega t and EMF induced equation कितना आ रहा था? EMF induced equation, this one is your Vm and this is your sin omega t minus pi by 2। that means ये जो फ्लक्स प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है सप्लाई वोल्टेज के कारण, उससे क्या होगा? 90 डिग्री लैग कर रहा है। तो ये EMF इंड्यूस्ड हम लोग कहाँ दिखा रहे थे? इधर दिखा रहे थे, लैग बाय 90 डिग्री दी
90
EMF
डिग्री
इंड्यूस्ड। ओके, एंड
180, यहाँ तो सर 180 है सर।
हाँ बोलो।
यहाँ तो सर 180 लैग हो रहा है, 90 तो नहीं हो रहा।
नहीं, फ्लक्स से कितना लैग हो रहा है? फ्लक्स से
फ्लक्स 90 हो रहा है सर।
फ्लक्स से 90 डिग्री हो रहा है। क्योंकि सप्लाई वोल्टेज हम लोग दे रहे हैं, तो सप्लाई वोल्टेज प्राइमरी कॉइल में हम लोग दे रहे हैं, तो क्या कर रहा है? नो लोड करंट ड्रॉ कर रहा है, या एक्साइटिंग करंट जिसको बोलते हैं। तो एक्साइटिंग करंट भी क्या कर रहा है? साइनसॉइडल को फॉलो करेगा, और इस करंट के कारण ही फ्लक्स प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है कोर में। तो वो फ्लक्स भी क्या होगा? साइनसॉइडल होगा। तो फ्लक्स को भी हम लोग यहाँ पे क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं? इंस्टेंटेनियस वैल्यू में यदि यहाँ पे हम लोग नोट करें, then flux is also varying the sinusoidally। okay, so phi instantaneous value of flux, phi is also represented by phi maximum sin omega t। okay, phi instantaneous value equal to phi maximum sin omega t। phi maximum sin omega t। okay, so is it clear now? According to the Lenge's law, effect is always opposite the cause। That's why the supply voltage and EMF induced are in opposite direction। okay, supply voltage and EMF induced are in opposite direction। क्लियर हुआ या कोई प्रॉब्लम है अभी?
सर B1 भी साइन ओमेगा टी में और फाई भी मेरा साइन ओमेगा टी में, यानी कि दोनों में तो सेम फेज में है, लेकिन फेजर
हाँ
डायग्राम में तो V1 मेरा
हाँ,
90 डिग्री लीड में।
जैसे यहाँ पे देखो, ये एक्चुअली क्या हो रहा है? सप्लाई वोल्टेज हम लोग दे रहे हैं साइन ओमेगा टी, ये साइनसॉइडल फॉलो कर रहा है। ये क्या करेगा? करंट जो ड्रॉ करेगा वो भी किस पे होगा? साइनोसॉइडल ही होगा। अब ये साइनोसॉइडल होगा तो इसमें फ्लक्स जो होगा क्या होगा, साइनोसॉइडल होगा। फ्लक्स क्या होगा, सेम सेम देखिए वेवफॉर्म को फॉलो करेगा ना, फ्लक्स भी सेम साइनोसॉइडली वेरी कर रहा है। यहाँ पे स्पेस में फेजर फेजर देखिए डिस्प्लेसमेंट देख करके नहीं करना है, ठीक है, स्पेस में जस्ट फेजर डायग्राम देख करके नहीं करना है। हम एक्स एक्सिस के अलोंग ले रहे हैं फ्लक्स का डायरेक्शन, ठीक है, एक्स एक्सिस के अलोंग ले रहे हैं हम लोग फ्लक्स का डायरेक्शन। तो इससे ईएमएफ इंड्यूस जो हो रहा है वो 90 डिग्री लैग कर रहा है। तो ईएमएफ इंड्यूस जो हम इस पे दिखा रहे हैं वो 90 डिग्री लैग करके ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, स्पेस में 90 डिग्री, क्योंकि साइन ओमेगा टी माइनस पाई बाय 2। ठीक है, इसमें हम लोग मैग्नेटाइजिंग करंट कंपोनेंट कितना लिख सकते हैं नो लोड करंट के रिस्पेक्ट में,
I नॉट साइन ओमेगा साइन फाई
साइन ओमेगा टी। तो जस्ट वेक्टर की समस्या लेना है इसको, तो जस्ट ड्रॉ करो मैग्नेटाइजिंग करंट ऑफ कंपोनेंट, दैट मींस IM. So no load current consists two component. No load current consists two component. Component. One is known as the magnetizing current, another is your core loss component. One is known as magnetizing current, that is represented by IM, that is responsible for the flux produced in the coil. Magnetization. Magnetizing current. Current. Current, and another is your core loss component current, and another is core loss component current, current. Magnetizing current represented by IM. Okay. Magnetizing current represented by IM. And core loss component represented by I suffix C. So magnetizing current, that means IM, can be written as no load component current, that is I0, or you maybe find out some book that is represented by I suffix E, that means exciting current, or I no load current are the same things. Okay, so you maybe find represented by I0 or maybe IE. Okay, so no load current, that is I0 sin omega t, or sin represented by omega t, or that is phi 0. Okay. And core loss component is represented as IC is equal to I0 cos I0. Okay. Core loss component I0 IC equal to I0 cos omega phi 0. Cos phi 0. So from these two relation, you can find out the value of phi 0. That is nothing but tan inverse of Im by IC. So from here we can write I0 equal to square root of Im square plus IC square. So I0, that means no load current, can be written as I0 equal to square root of Im square plus IC square. Im square plus IC square. And phi equal to Im plus IC square and from these two equations we can find the value of phi 0, that means angle, that is nothing but tan inverse IEM by IC. So just write down here. Well, phi 0 equal to tan inverse Im by IC. Uh, phi 0 equal to tan inverse inverse IM by IC. IM by IC. So what is the no load power value? What is the no load power value? That means V1 into IC, is not. V1 into IC, your no load or core loss power. That means no load power is equal to how much? Or maybe say that core loss power. Core loss power कितना होगा? वोल्टेज और करंट का फॉर्मूला लिखो, यहाँ मल्टीप्लाई करो. वोल्टेज रेटिंग इज योर V1 and core loss component current is your IC. That means I0 cos phi 0. So just write here. Is it not? No load power or core loss power is equal to V1 into this current. That means IC. Is not? So just write here. Core loss power that means P suffix C is equal to V1 into I0 cos phi 0. And V1 V1 into IC, or maybe right here